Hello and welcome to Pakistan This Week. I am Ahmar Iqbal. Each and every week, we aim to bring you stories that reflect different sides of Pakistan that people may not normally see. We have correspondents in our bureaus throughout the major cities of Pakistan to bring you those stories. This week, among other stories, we'll visit a cultural festival held in Islamabad, take a look at Valentine's Day festivities in the country, talk about the rising influence of women in business, and we have an interview that discusses the growing IT sector of Pakistan. Stay with us to learn about all of this and much more. Welcome to Pakistan This Week. Let's start off with our headlines first, as we usually do. First up this week is our Karachi Bureau, where Adil is standing by. Hi Adil, what are your stories of the week?
Hi Ahmar, a very warm welcome from Karachi. The State Bank of Pakistan has taken another step in order to support the small and rural enterprises, and it is this development that I'll be talking about first from Karachi. Next, I have for you an exclusive interview with Ken Shipman, the Vice President Strategic Accounts of Saconant, where we are talking about the potential of the IT sector of Pakistan.
Thanks Adil. Next, let's go over and join Rida, who comes to us from the lush gardens of Lahore. Yes, Rida, go ahead.
Thank you, Ahmar. Economic necessity is forcing more and more women to engage in some sort of employment. And this is what it is in this field of business as well, where a considerable number of women have made their way to success, while many more are in the pipeline. Today we have for you a report regarding the same.
Thank you. And now to our final bureau in Islamabad, where Gulmina has a preview of her stories of the week.
Hello Ahmar. There's been a flurry of activity in Islamabad around Valentine's Day, and we keep you updated on all the action. First of all, we visit the Pakistan National Council of the Arts to see what exactly is going on in Iran's week-long cultural festival. Then we take a look at how Valentine's Day is celebrated in Pakistan.
Well, Iran was in the news this week as not only were protests being held, but the country was also observing the 32nd anniversary of the 1979 revolution that also came about from protests. An interesting dichotomy, but regardless, Pakistan and Iran are neighbors and have a long history of contact and mutual influence. Gulmina has a related story. Over to Islamabad.
Yes, Ahmar. To celebrate the country's 32nd anniversary, the Iranian embassy held a week-long cultural fair and exhibition at the Pakistan National Council of the Arts. Pakistan This Week visited to find out more about Iranian art and culture. The Cultural Consulate of the Islamic Republic of Iran, in collaboration with the Pakistan National Council for the Arts, organized a week-long festival to commemorate 32 years of Iran's revolution. The event was inaugurated by Iranian Ambassador Mashaallah Shakiri and PNCA Chief Tawqir Nasir, and attended by members of cultural delegations from Iran, diplomats, bureaucrats, art lovers, students, and a large number of people of the Iranian community residing in the capital city. Speaking at the occasion, the Iranian ambassador said that he hoped that showing Iranian culture would help people understand his country better, as the artistic tradition was what brought people from various countries and regions together.
The art has not been preserved, but in the heart of the people, and it has been transferred generation by generation, has been safeguarded, upgraded by each generation, so it connects generations to each other in the history. And the lovers of art, when they come together and from the same window look at this art, the nations in geography are connected. So the art is a connector throughout the history and throughout the geography to each other.
The exhibition centered around 3 different aspects of Iranian culture and art, including craftworks and paintings, calligraphy, and even the world-famous independent Iranian cinema. Inlaid, embossed, as well as engraved craftwork, rugs and handmade metalwork, ceramic, and over 200 miniature and oil paintings on canvas, as well as calligraphy, were all on display at the PNCA. Screenings of Iranian films and recitations from religious manuscripts and texts were also a part of the exhibition.
I am a miniaturist and painter and architect and photographer and carpet designer. And working in Iran, and I had many exhibitions in, example, Japan, Italy, Saudi Arabia, now Pakistan, and many countries.
In the main gallery, calligraphy made in the earthy tones of beige and brown and beautifully preserved in golden frames by Ahmad Taimuri was on display. The same gallery housed the work of Abbas Katamjani, whose technique of burnt wood uses calligraphy on wood. The images, made with wooden pieces, grabbed the attention of the viewer in a single glance. The Iranian artists also used the traditional turquoise, blue and gold that gives their work tremendous flow of rhythm and movement. Also on display were some fabulous pieces of Islamic constructive art, which explores different mediums and techniques of constructive art from past decades and is an amalgamation of architecture, painting and carvings using wood, paint and terracotta.
Nationwide poverty survey being carried out under the Benazir Income Support Program would be completed till June 2011, increasing the number of its beneficiaries to 5 million families. Ms. Farzana Raja, the chairperson of the Benazir Income Support Program, said that this program is translating Shaheed Benazir Bhutto's vision into reality and it has become an effective program in the social sector of the country. She further said that the process of survey is absolutely free and the only prerequisite to be part of the survey is an individual holding a national identity card. She said that the poverty survey has been started throughout Pakistan and survey teams of the Benazir Income Support Program would be visiting door to door to collect the data of the deserving families. Pakistan's People's Party is striving hard to improve the condition of the poor segments of the society. This program was initiated to serve the poor people of Pakistan and it's not a tool to achieve political mileage. Therefore, various prestigious international organizations are ready to assist Benazir Income Support Program, keeping in view its transparent mechanisms and its non-political and non-partisan based coverage. Farzana Raja further said that the pro-poor initiatives of Benazir Income Support Program are not just limited to Rs 1,000 monthly income supports. In fact, it is a comprehensive program aiming at poverty reduction from the country considerably. The vocational training under Wasila Rozgar has already been launched in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, which will also be expanded to other parts of the country.
The Credit Guarantee Scheme was introduced in March 2010 to ensure partial repayment of loans in order to motivate lenders to lend more to borrowers. The primary borrowers targeted in this scheme are those that don't have access to credit under normal circumstances, like small and rural businesses. This week, the central bank announced an amendment to the scheme which should help benefit these businesses that are in need further. Adil has the details.
Yes, Ahmar. The State Bank of Pakistan has taken another step in order to support the small and rural enterprises by revising the Credit Guarantee Scheme. We have more details in this report.
The State Bank of Pakistan has revised the Credit Guarantee Scheme for small and rural enterprises as it increased the eligibility requirements for lending to farmers from Rs 0.5 million to Rs 2 million. While the loan size for small enterprises has been increased from the existing Rs 5 million to Rs 15 million under the new scheme. The scheme has been revised and improved in the light of the recommendations of the Technical Committee on Credit Guarantee represented by the State Bank of Pakistan, UK's Department for International Development and the Pakistan Banks Association. The improvements in this scheme are expected to create desired momentum, thereby ensuring maximum utilization of the facility and increasing market penetration. According to the amendments made in the scheme, guarantee coverage has been reduced from 60% to 40% and the interest rate cap has been removed along with the bifurcation into two components of 1 and 2 and the restricted scope of clusters. The eligibility requirement for lending to farmers has been increased from the subsistence to economic landholding and the loan size has been increased from 0.5 million to Rs 2 million. Furthermore, the definition of small enterprises has been simplified, while the loan size has been increased from the existing Rs 5 million to Rs 15 million. The remaining all other terms and conditions of the scheme will remain unchanged. The banks have been advised to apply for allocation of fresh credit guarantee limits as per criteria outlined in the scheme and the standard of procedures before February 24, 2011. The Credit Guarantee Scheme for Small and Rural Enterprises was introduced in March 2010 with the objective to promote the availability of financing for low-end, fresh and collateral-deficient borrowers.
From time to time, we have stories on the growing influence, rights, and liberties that women are gaining in Pakistan, especially when it comes to the business world. All of this is undoubtedly for the betterment of the country. And for the next installment in this series, we take you to Rida in Lahore.
Yes, Ahmar. Someone has rightly said that men have their will, but women have their way. The influx of women business graduates and the number of women who seem to be self-employed nowadays is a significant indicator of women being participants in the economic development of our country. Details follow in this report. 52% of Pakistan's total population is constituted by women. In recent times, we have seen a change in the perception of women's roles and status, with them gaining a public voice both within and outside of the political process, which has improved the situation. About 60% of women entrepreneurs in Pakistan have opted for traditional businesses such as parlors, boutiques, but the largest number is employed in the garments and handicraft sector. However, these are not the only sectors available to women. They now have a role to play in every walk of life. In recent times, women have worked for issues including increasing practical literacy, gaining access to employment opportunities at all levels in the economy, promoting change in the perception of women's roles and status, and gaining a public voice both within and outside of the political process, which has improved the situation a lot. Such activities shall also help women entrepreneurs in networking with various levels of the supply chain, improving processes to ensure quality and productivity. The present government is also giving due priority to the women folk in the economic, social and political policies. Our young business graduates have new ideas and zeal to work. The only thing they lack is financial support. However, the government is trying to fulfill this requisite by establishing various business centers which will certainly reduce the pressure of unemployment in the society.
The center is doing very well, mashallah. We are having great time over there, and it's also good for the business point of view because it's a main commercial market. Or यहाँ पर in WBIC is Sameda, they are doing really a great job for us also.
This center is giving me everything, like giving me space at very low cost. A very central place rather. The authorities have shifted this of the premises to Y block, and it's a wonderful opportunity for us to have a shop over here. So it's definitely improving our quality of business, improving the sales, and exposing us to a high-end buyer.
I started independently, and this center has just new started. So I really thought that Women Incubation Center would really be helping me. I joined them for the last 6 months, and they are now trying to help me to, gain new clients and market as well. So I feel comfortable with them because they have now provided me a place, in defense. So I feel comfortable here coming and having my market level and in clients increased. So this is really helping me.
I think this is the best opportunity for women like me because I am a new designer and I did master in textile designing, and it's the best platform for us.
Women entrepreneurs in the developing world make a large and often unrecognized contribution to their country's economic development. They play a vital role in the development of emerging market economies worldwide. Therefore, realizing the vast potential that women entrepreneurs possess and translating this potential into profit is imperative, as this can strengthen the structural adjustment reforms that are part of the current international wave of decentralization.
It's time now for a short break, but after the break, we'll be back with much more from Pakistan This Week. Stay with us.